See me?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Okay, I think I'm recording successfully, but yeah, okay, so please continue, sir.
Okay. All right. No, that's okay. So I mean, I guess kind of like maybe you lead the way. Like what exactly are we doing? Do I don't know if I have the client data.
Yeah, I don't know if you do, but it's basically the same. Um, I'll if you can just show me an example of like, with the dots data, how to do like a t-test and then a mixed model ANOVA like you did a bunch of times with the dots data. Those are the two main
Yes.
things I think.
Okay. So first off, this isn't great like coding practice, but a lot of time what I'll do is I'll find like a function that I like and then I won't remember like which package it's in. So I often just like require all these packages and I'm not
Okay,
actually sure what function goes with which one. But
so are those all ones I
anyway,
need to download separately or something, or?
um in R you just say like install dot packages and then put in this word and it kind of
Okay,
does it for you.
got it.
So it's pretty easy. But okay, anyways, so I to keep myself organized usually like have like discrete little data sets. So I kind of like set my variables and extract them from my like main data sheet. Um, then for the ANOVA, and I think maybe for the t-test, it works best if the data is in long format. So that's what this is doing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how in detail should I walk
You're
through
doing
this?
great. I have a question though. What
Good?
what do you
Yeah.
mean long format?
Like, okay, I'll show you what it looks like, I guess. It's like instead of having it be like different columns for each condition, it's one column of accuracy and then a row for each condition for each participant.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, um so like that's like what the baseline data looks like normally, and then the long data looks like this. So there's like a different column that says what the coherency is, and then the accuracy is next to it.
Yep.
Okay. So then the ANOVA test is kind of easy. Like you just set your data, put in your dependent variable, the ID for the subjects, and then your between variables within group effect size. Um, for our particular journal submission, we had to have like confidence intervals around the eta squared.
Oh yeah.
So I had to kind of like outsource that
Nice.
because this didn't provide it. But so you have that if you need it, I guess. And then
Sorry. Can we go? Yeah, just the ANOVA test there. So okay. Yeah. So within is coherency, between is binary. Got it.
mhm.
And partial eta
um,
squared is effect size there. Okay. Yeah, that all makes
yes,
sense.
so it's pretty straightforward. Then I think there's a t-test somewhere down here. Yeah, same thing. It's pretty simple t dot test. And you can just say so like this like like this like dollar sign is like selecting the variable from that, and I just wanted to do people that were healthy versus people that were depressed, their accuracy in the same condition.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So those are like the main those are like the main like functions you need, I guess. But is there anything like what would be helpful, I guess, for this?
Um, Let me just ponder the t-test here so I understand.
Yeah, think it over.
Group binary equals 2, 0. So the two, yeah, the two equals is like querying whether it's equal to that value.
Yeah, exactly. So like one equal sign is like what you would use to like set it equal to
Set it.
something,
Yeah.
and two equal signs is checking.
Yep. Same as MATLAB.
Mhm.
Um, okay. So op data long un. What is that?
Um,
It's
so
obviously the opposite
opt
condition.
data long, unmedicated. So this
Oh,
is
oh,
a
oh,
version of the data set that's people without meds.
oh. Right. And then you basically have subset one is just the first vector of data, which is the controls, and then the second subset where the group binary equals to one is the vector where it's the patients that are not taking medications.
Yes, exactly.
And then
Or
the money sign accuracy is like one column in that like table of data.
yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
like opt data long un is like opposite data in the long format for only unmedicated people. And
Okay.
I only wanted to pull out the healthy. So group binary equals 0 is like healthy people.
Yeah.
And then from that matrix, I'm like, okay, I just want to look at the accuracy data. So $ accuracy.
Yeah. Okay.
And then comparing it to the depressed people.
So this, I think that this totally makes sense. The one thing, this is like stupid question, but I think I got stuck on just, well, maybe it was because I wasn't using RStudio, but I think I got stuck on like loading the data or something.
Yeah. So there is like okay, there's like the like base R. There are functions to read the data in. I prefer to use these packages, read Excel and write Excel. And then you literally say read underscore Excel and put your thing, your path, and then you can say what sheet you're looking at too.
Oh,
It's just
nice.
I just always found that to be easier.
And you just have like a label for each column, it looked like, for, in the
In
actual
the
file.
yeah, in the actual file, I yeah, it's better. Um, I just made it something that was like easy to type. Like this is not
Yeah.
necessarily the most efficient way to do it, but I did like type these out by hand. But you could also do like column like 1 to 5 or something if that was easier.
Right, but wait, so so the all these things here in like line 18, these are the exact it's saying, okay, R, here's the variables I want you to create, and then it's like find the column that's named base 32. I want that to be the second to last variable you're going to create. Is that kind of what
Um,
you're
y-
doing there?
yeah, basically. I mean, I guess the way I would say it is like it's like, okay, here's a list of strings and they are variable names. Now like go into the data sheet and find all the columns that are labeled with these strings
Yeah,
and pull those out and put them in here. So,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. So can you go back to your Excel sheet again?
Yes, this one.
Yeah. So this looks like uh, exactly how I would arrange the data. What makes me a little nervous is the. It seems like what I understood about the long form was that you made it really tall, like
Yep.
you made a one column essentially of accuracy data, which includes all five of those conditions.
Mhm.
So why didn't you just leave it like this? Isn't there a way to do it like this in R?
There might be just the function that I was using,
Okay.
like the ANOVA function that I was using, said to use long format.
Okay. And as long as it understands that it's a within subjects variable, I guess that's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
So was there a function that you used in R that converts it to a long format from that five column format there?
Yes. It's the gather
Oh,
function.
okay, okay.
So the key coherency, this isn't a variable in the Excel file already. This is one that you are like, this is the column you're going to create. That is the key for the columns that you're collapsing. And then the value accuracy is same deal. It's what you're going to collapse into. And then these are the ones that will be collapsed. And then anything that you're not collapsing, you want to indicate here. Like, I don't convert as factor. To be honest, I don't actually know exactly what that function's doing, but it it's anything you're not making into long format and you want to keep this information with each subject.
Yeah, okay. It looks like that includes the variable you just made in the line before, coherency.
Yes, this is like piping, so like goes through this function, then goes through this function, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, so this is great. You can stop sharing if you want. I'm going to stop
Okay.
recording.